Good morning, friends. This is Maria from The Happy Place, and I wanted to share with you some journals that I've been working on forever, and I finally got them done. And I actually haven't looked through them in such a long time, but they're made with, I used hard covers, so they're made with cardboard, heavy cardboard, book board, I guess it would be called. And the smaller one measures, let me see, um, just shy of 6 inches tall and about 4.5 inches wide. And the larger one measures almost 9 inches tall and 5.75 inches wide. Okay, so that's the size. And I'm going to go through each one separately. Let me do the smaller one first. So this one's really nice size in the palm of your hand. I love the smaller journals. So let me just show you this one. I used a very soft, like chiffon fabric for the binding. Yeah, not binding, for the closure. So I have, a little bit of layers here. The spine has some lace on it. It's 4 signatures. Both of them are 4 signatures. And let's get through it. I used so many different kits. I probably won't be able to tell you all of them, but we'll do our best. So this one has a tiny little pocket in the front with just this little like tag you could use somewhere in your journal if you'd like, or you could put that right back in. Up top I have a vocabulary card, just a little journaling tag, and then this is just a little tag I made with some of the leftover papers. So I love those little lace rosebuds on this, and I put some little polka dot tulle. So this image is this is an old, I think it was Antique Paperie, and I believe she has a new Etsy shop now, but I'll link that below. I put a little lace tab on there. Over here, I sewed on just a little cluster of paper. Use some washi tape, and this is from a little tiny book that I had on method of identifying locomotives. This is a little piece of vintage ledger that I just stuck on there. I couldn't throw it out. It had 1890 on it and beautiful penmanship, so I left that there. This is something I use in a lot of my journals, and it was something I saw on Izzy B Creations, which I was looking for her recently, and she took her down her YouTube page, which I am like devastated. I love all her ideas, but have a little journaling card in there, and then this folds over, another little journaling card, and it just has like a little die cut on top. This is another little pad of paper. I put a little cluster with fabric and lace and a little rosebud, and this is has a little rosebud tag, and this is just some scraps that you could use when you're collaging in your journal, and I just tucked that under there. This is from that same kit. This is some avocado dyed paper, and you can see I embossed the top. I don't know, can you see that? I embossed the top of the page. This is a little folder with some journaling cards inside. And again, I made a whole bunch of these. I did a mass make, and I made a bunch of these. It's just tracing paper and a stamped image layered with a little twine, and I just think it's so beautiful. So that's there. Some more avocado paper. There's a little tag tuck. Here's another little tuck spot, little tag I made with some embossed paper on top. This is a little pocket with a little tag that I made with some journaling space on the back, some washi and a little cluster. This is the other side of that that little music sheet pocket. So this music sheet is very old. It's also from the 1800s. So the back of the signature. There's another one of those and a little stamped image on that. And this is the second signature. Have some green grid paper. This is a little envelope. And inside I tucked like a little clustered journaling card with some writing on the back, lined paper on the back for writing. And I just flipped that over so it tucks in there. And there's that same locomotive book and some avocado paper. Another one of those little music pockets, and there's a journaling card on each side. Some more of that embossed avocado paper. Here's a little pocket that I made. It has a little pink frame and two little journaling cards that I made. And I just tucked those in. You could use that somewhere in your journal. And on the other side is another little tuck spot. I love these papers. This journal is just one of my favorites. You know, when I make a journal, sometimes I fall in love with some of them. And this is one. Maybe that's why I didn't film this for so long, but I really fell in love with this journal. So this is a little ruby and pearl image, and I just put a little piece of scrap so you could use that in your journal somewhere. And tucked that in the envelope. There we go. Some of that green paper. This is just a little ephemera I made with a little dangle. Some writing space. And that tucks in there. And this is the third signature. Little cluster, tiny little tag. And this is a tea card, a original tea card that I had. Again, one of those little music pockets, another little frame. Cute little rosebuds with some of the polka dot. There's two little tags in there. Little tuck spot. This is just a little coin envelope that came with this kit. I don't think I put... Oh, I did. I put something in it. Oh, it's just a little pad. It's a little pad of scraps that you can use in your journal. Like I said, I did this so long ago, and I haven't had a chance to film it. I have a new puppy who loves to bark while I'm filming, so a lot of times I'll start filming, and then I have to stop filming. Oh, did I lose my spot? Oh, that just tucked, I think. That was just a little paper clip to the spot. I'll do that later. Oh, I loved this one. This has a vintage button that I tied onto there. Another little coin envelope. Some more tucks. Just such a fun journal. This has some handmade paper that sparkles inside that you can use in your journal. Another one of those papers. I love this too. I saw this somewhere and I tried to recreate it. It's just a little piece of tea-dyed paper with some stamping, and it has a little dangle of a little flower and a little tag. Love that. And this is the last signature. Some embossed paper, little tuck spot. This is a little belly band with a journaling card. This is another one of those music papers, pockets. This is from my garden. And it says flower up here. And I just included that. Some dried flowers. Another little tuck spot here. With a little cluster and some wallpaper. The center, the signature. And we're getting to the end here. There's a couple labels in here, a little vellum pocket, and it also has some more ephemera there. The last of the little music pockets. This is a sweet little pocket that just has some fun handmade paper and some fibers that I had. Another little tuck over here. Oh, it's just chock full of fun stuff. And this is the back pocket. It also has a little vocabulary card. Just a sweet little tag that you journal on. It has a little cluster with some rosebuds and then a handmade tag that I made with some embossed paper. I hope you love this journal as much as I've come to love it. The back is just plain, what do they call this? Ticking fabric, but it's more of like a linen, and I just love it. I got a whole yard of it. I can't wait to use it again. So that's the little one. And now let's go through the larger one. I'm actually going to sit down for this. I've been standing because I can't really see what you're seeing. I'm just going to try to stay in frame. So this one also has the same chiffon tie, same kind of cover and lace on the edge. This is beautiful vintage lace that I got at an antique store. And then that's the back. And for signatures, let's open this one up. So I continued this. I love this. This is like my favorite antique lace that I've ever found. Got it at my antique shop, and I used it as a little belly band. And in here, I gotta stand up again. I make sure I'm in frame. I just have a little envelope that I made with a little journaling card. And then this is just, it's a little of those paper frames. And I just tied some ribbon around, and there's some goodies in there for whoever gets this journal. And let me just tuck this back in the belly band. I wanted it to be nice and full because this lace expands. And this is just a little journal card that I made on this beautiful paper. You can move that. Here's another one of those journaling spots. I did a mass make on those too. That was so much fun. Has a little crystal on the end and a tag. Here's some of that avocado paper that's embossed. I used some green grid paper. This is the music paper with the two little tuck spots. And I just love the journaling cards and stuff that I put in this. They're just so beautiful. I love pinks and roses, and so I just love the way this came out. There's lots of stitching in this. This is, I painted some pink on some dictionary page so you can journal over it. And there's just two tiny little tickets in this little pocket. And I did the same on the back. This is a little folder, and inside is a postcard. And this is actual vintage ephemera that I added in there. I don't even know what this is. It's a something was weighed from a mining company in Ohio, and it tells how much it weighed. I'm not really sure what that is. It says a load of nitro big lump. So I don't know what that is. And this is just a beautiful piece of old vintage book page that you could use when you're doing your clusters or collaging. This is from an old vintage floral book that I have. Some avocado paper. I'll have to make more of this. I just love it. I used 2 little tabs and I did some stenciling on the center of the signature with tabs on it. Another piece of that book page. This is just a pocket. Oh, it's a double pocket. I forget how I made this one. I love this. This is like a reverse of my, when I die cutted a bunch of flowers, I just put them on book page and made them a big tag. And this is just a little piece of book page that you could journal in or use for collaging. So there are 2 tucks on this page, 2 pockets actually, and that's one. And then in the back, I have a larger journal card with flowers on it, and I put some stuff on the back so you could do some writing on that. Just some beautiful papers. Here's a die cut that I used, and I used watercolors to paint it. I did that with a few in this journal. And here's that music pocket. And I just put in some tags in there and a beautiful piece of Tim Holtz die cut. Some embossed avocado paper. Some beautiful digital papers. So this is a little pocket that I made, and I did a lot of collaging on this. Let's see, it's 2 little cards. It's got a little rosebud at the top. This is also another of my watercolor, like reverse images. And I used that to make a little journaling spot, and that tucks into this pocket. And then on the top, there's a second pocket with a large journaling card that matches the papers. So that was fun. You know, I watch videos from other people and I get all these ideas and I have to use it right away. So I'll open up whatever journal I'm making and I try it out. This is a piece of drawing paper that I had done some just painting on just to make it match the book. Piece of vintage book. More avocado paper. Here's another one of those music paper tucks. Stick that in there. Some beautiful digital downloads. This is a library card, and I don't know if you could see it, but I embossed the side of it. I love the way that looks. And I added that in there. You can use the back for journaling. This is another piece of vintage ephemera. It's a receipt. Very old. And then I put another piece of book page and a pink guest check for fun. And those stay in a little Tim Holtz clip. This is just a top tuck. I love this paper. It's got like a metallic sheen to it. This is just embossed paper that I collaged and made a tuck under there. Oh, this is another Izzy B thing that I saw. So it's like 2 little envelopes that have like little pieces of ephemera in them. This one I just put like a little butterfly. And you put stickers on it for your belly band. I just love that, how that came out. And this is a little envelope I made from papers I had, and it is empty, so that's something you could fill. Okay, and this is the center of the signature. I did more stenciling, another one of these little tags that I made. Here's another little pocket with a bunch of ephemera in it and journaling cards. Some avocado paper, a little cluster on the dictionary page. And this is a little side tuck with a handmade journaling card. Another music paper pocket with some fun stuff in there. And this is another one of those watercolors that I made. You could just journal right on top of that. It looks so pretty. And this is the third signature. Lots of journaling space for you. Some more music sheet pocket. This is from My Porch Prints. Here's another pocket. So there's inside a little card, and in this pocket, I have a little clip holding it closed, but in this pocket, it has a whole bunch of labels and tickets and stuff that you can use throughout your journal. So let me clip that back to keep it closed. This little side tuck with a guest check. Another little cluster, another little side tuck. And that's another of those watercolor flowers that I painted. Avocado paper. This is the center. It's got little fabric pulls. And this is a little pocket bag that I clustered on there with two beautiful little journaling spots in there. Put a little doily here. Oh, so fun. This is another of those layered pockets that I made. Has two tiny little tags tucked in the side and some rosebuds. So those go there. And then on top it has a big tuck with a big journaling card. And the big journaling cards have to go in straight. There we go. And there's another little cluster with a painted dictionary page, some more stenciling. Here's a top tuck with two little handmade journaling cards. There's some of my Tim Holtz die cuts and a little piece of lace on the side. And there's just a postcard and a collaged tuck at the top. Another little tuck with some journaling cards. Here's another of those layered pockets. Boy, I had fun with those in this journal. But they're so pretty. Just two little journaling cards that I made. And on the top is a tall one with some pretty fibers on it. There's another one of those little watercolored flowers that I used to make a journaling card. Some embossed paper and some collaging at the bottom. Oh, this one, I love these little tiny pockets. I just put a tiny little tag and then a whole bunch of these little watercolor flowers that you could use in the journal wherever you would like. I just think it looks so cute popping out of the little pocket. Another piece of that vintage book. Here's some more flowers in another tiny little pocket because I just can't help myself. These are two little pieces of ephemera and then another tiny little pocket with two little tags. And on the back is another tuck and some beautiful lace and some rosebuds. More of that watercolor painted paper. Oh, I'm just so proud of these journals. They came out so beautiful, so much fun. I made them, started them so maybe in the summer. And here it is, February, and I'm finally filming this. But I've been working on it for a long time. Our oldest daughter just got married 3 weeks ago. And so much to do for that wedding. You know, getting ready and, you know, of course I'm very crafty. I have to craft stuff for it. So I haven't had time to do any of my own crafting. in so long. So many projects were put on the side. And I'm just so happy. I'm a teacher and I have this week off. And I'm just so happy to be able to like get back to my crafting. And fall in love with all of this all over again. There's another little tuck with a beautiful postcard and writing paper. Side pocket. Another little cluster. Let me get into the end here. And this is the back. And on the back, there's two little journal. Well, this is actually an envelope. And in the envelope, I have a couple little journaling spots. And this you could use as like a tuck somewhere if you want. So much fun. I hope you love these as much as I loved making them. And I hope you're having a great day. And we will see you soon for the next one. Bye.